To write reviews in another episode of Top 20 Ranked for November 9th. Now, before I get going with the actual episode, and there is a lot to talk about today, so let's not waste any time, but I do have a couple general announcements. One of them is that I have a commentary channel that I've actually started posting on. It's called G Notes Commentary. If you're interested, please check it out. The link should be in the description. If I'm not lazy, don't forget. So there's that. And in terms of music-related content, obviously there's only a couple weeks of the year left, so year-end list will be coming soon. Worst list first, then the best list like always, and then I'll probably have non-hit lists, and I might also be in the process of thinking about decade-end lists. That will definitely be a thing that will happen sooner or later. Now, my next project after that is Best and Worst Hit Songs of 1982, and I also have a pretty large project on the back burner ranking every single Beatles song, so that is something that I have on the back burner, but it might be a while till those are out. Again, working on 1982 in the background, but 2019 lists are coming soon. Year-end season is kicking into full force, coming soon. We only have a couple weeks of the Billboard year left, and also I will be discussing decade-end stuff, because that's definitely gonna be a thing. So, anyway guys, here is now, regarding this top 20 in particular, I actually decided to put some album bomb rules in effect because of the Kanye West album bomb this week. So any songs that debut outside of the top 10 that are album bomb songs, I will not be counting, so I'm not going to be counting Closed on Sunday at 17 and Sayla at 19. Instead, I'm going to be counting Old Town Road at 21 and Only Human at 22. And overall, there's really not too much else to say here, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so this week was interesting. Last week was interesting too. First of all, I have a big announcement. Sunflower is gone. For the first ever episode of this that I have done, Sunflower is not in the top 20. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily a good or bad thing. I'm just saying, geez, about time, huh? Even though it was a good song while it lasted. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to be getting into stuff that isn't so good. In fact, we're going to be bringing back an old friend here, the shit tier, for 0 points. Here we go. Well, I Don't Care isn't the worst song of the week. Honestly, this one is just bad. Never a fan of Young Boy Never Broke Again. Juice WRLD worked kind of well on Lucid Dreams. Unpopular opinion, I actually kind of like that song, but this is just not good at all. The beat is okay, the flows are better than some mumble rap songs, but both performers have no vocal talent and aren't particularly good rappers. And the lyrics aren't absolutely normal flexing and nothing else interesting going on with the song. It just doesn't deserve mention or anything when we have so many better hip-hop songs that are here. It's just not good, and it was really unfortunate to see this one sticking around. Next. Well, this is still here, and I hate it even more. Again, I think why I really hate this song is just the lack of trying, of any effort to anyone involved here. There's no effort in the song. The beat is lazy. The song is a lazier version of Shape of You. Justin Bieber doesn't fit on it at all. On the post-chorus, they sound like monkeys. The lyrics don't fit with the beat, and Ed Sheeran doesn't fit with the song. And Justin Bieber certainly doesn't fit with the song, and they have about as much chemistry as Oil and Water, and I just am not a fan of this. Okay, there's only one song in the bad tier, let's get it over with. I didn't know what to think when I saw this one debut so high. It's been on my radar for a while, and I really hated this at first, and I'm still not saying it's good, mostly because of the minimal production paired with Adam Levine's vocals. Now, little known fact about me, I actually didn't mind Girls Like You. I actually thought it was just fine. Radio filler. Now, Girls Like You is a song that didn't really get under my skin at all because the lyrics weren't really offensive at all. And Adam Levine mostly stayed in his bearable range in that song. But this is a lot more annoying to listen to because of Adam Levine's voice. But I will say that the lyrics have a little more going for them here, and this is actually a pretty nice little sentiment. But I can't really get over the way the song sounds, so it's still in the bad tier. But it's fine. It's subpar. Alright, here's the mitt here, and you're probably gonna be surprised at this. This in and of itself isn't surprising. This is really nothing of a song. The only reason this is here is because of the beat. The beat's decent. Nothing else about the song is remarkable at all. But you're probably surprised at how high this next song is, which is just strange. And don't get me wrong, I still don't like this by any stretch of the imagination. It's still slow and plodding, but the beat's kind of gotten to me. The beat is infectious, and it's well mixed. Even the vocals are well mixed. Chris Brown doesn't sound terrible. Drake sounds good, and the lyrics are fine, pretty generic hookup lyrics. Really, the only reason this is so low is because Chris Brown is on it. First of all, his voice is kind of warbly, and second of all, Chris Brown is Chris Brown, so that's really the only thing about this song worth noting. But it's otherwise, it's fine. It's fine for a downbeat R&B track. There's really nothing else to say about it. People are making fun of this song to the end of the line, and honestly, I just think it's fine. It's serviceable. This one really doesn't get under my skin the way Adam Levine does. I think Adam Levine's voice is way more annoying than Lewis Capaldi, but guys, can we make Nice to Meet You by Niall Horan a hit instead of this? Like, I know Niall's promoting the heck out of Lewis Capaldi, but why is this the hit and not Nice to Meet You? That song's at 92. Guys, stream Nice to Meet You. Decent tier. Alright, so the new Kanye West album bomb. I haven't listened to it. This is the only song I've heard from the album bomb, and actually this isn't bad. I heard how awful this album was and that no one wanted to talk about it. But actually the song isn't bad. The lyrics are kinda corny, but they work okay. The beat's decent. Kanye's still not a bad artist, sound-wise. So this is actually pretty okay. Not much else to say about it. What do you get when you mix country with NSYNC? You get this. This is a weird out-of-nowhere collaboration that got propelled to number 4 debut because Justin Bieber is on it and is sticking around because the radio likes it. Now, you may know Dan and Shay as the guys who did that Tequila song and also Speechless, which both of those were pretty decent songs, and this one is fine. It's cute. I do like the chorus of this song. Justin Bieber's on it, which is kind of awkward. It's a bit country twinge, but very not even country. Not even close to really being country. Again, it sounds more like a boy band song from the late 90s. Honestly, more than country, this song reminds me of I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. There's not much else to say about it other than that. Next. This was a bit of a shrinker for me. I still think this beat is pretty infectious if a bit cheap sounding, and Khalid doesn't work great with the beat. Ed Sheeran does fit this song pretty well. It's certainly better than I Don't Care, but just being better than I Don't Care isn't really an accomplishment. Even Shape of You did that. This is better than that, but there was some better songs on that collaborations album. Again, I wasn't really listening to it a lot. That one country collab song was pretty interesting, and this song is okay. Cross Me was pretty nice, but if you ever remember that song with P&B Rock, the only interesting part about that song to me was that the beat kind of reminded me of Pray For Me by Kendrick Lamar from last year for the Black Panther soundtrack, which is one of my favorite hits of last year, but I digress. There isn't anything else to say about this song other than the chorus is still amazing. The way Ed Sheeran says that is just great. Nothing else to say. Next. Well, this song probably would be in the top 20 if it wasn't for Kanye West, so I'm talking about it here. This is certainly better than Cool, although I did think that song was kind of hilarious. This is a song that a lot of people seem to not like. This unfinished Jonas Brothers song, and I agree, it does kind of sound like a first draft or an unfinished song. The production is decent. Really, the only thing going on in this melody is that xylophone, the synth melody, and some percussion. There really isn't much going on here. I think the song's okay. The delivery's pretty decent. Lyrics are cute, and this is a pretty generic love song, but it's fun. It's got energy. It's upbeat. It makes you want to dance. So I can't really complain about this song at all, and it doesn't bother me. So I'll even seek it out once in a while. Definitely not something I seek out a lot, but I definitely wouldn't turn it off either. It's perfectly serviceable, if nothing else. Next. Okay, this song is still pretty decent. Honestly, I just like the fact that it samples Nirvana. That Lil Nas X sampled Nirvana. But honestly, the beat's pretty nice in this song. The flows are pretty nice. Lil Nas is talking about his fans who abandoned him now that he's big, and it's a pretty nice lyrical sentiment. It actually has some story to it, and outside of the song just sounding decent, yeah, pretty nice thing. I'm not even complaining there. But I don't really have much else to say about it, so we're just gonna move on now. Alright. Here it is, the new number one. I was not expecting this to become number one, to be honest. And this song is actually pretty decent. It took me a little while to see it, but I do think this song is a pretty interesting song about her not so great relationship with Justin Bieber. This is what the song's about, and it's a pretty good little piano ballad. The production and multi-tracking on the vocals is pretty nice, although Selena Gomez's vocal delivery on the song isn't my favorite, but it does fit the tone pretty well. This is more or less a piano ballad. The production is pretty decent, and it doesn't really grate on me at all. Again, the reason this is here is mostly because of some of the lyrical content that I think is great. Also, I think she definitely deserves this after all that she's dealt with, and I do think it's kind of funny that Justin Bieber is also on this list in 10,000 Hours, and she just absolutely owned him with this song. But I only have a couple problems with this song. One, it's kind of too slow for me to listen to normally, and two, that little thing in the back of the mix, they're like plinking. That's the best way to describe it. It reminds me of Issues by Julia Michaels, and anything that reminds me of Issues by Julia Michaels is doing something wrong, because I hate that song. Next. Also, moving into the good tier because I'm bored with my life. Okay, this was a bit of a grower again. Especially amidst all the not great production we have been dealing with. I do think this production is pretty decent. And it has a nice build to it. And the Zayn remix is just alright. I don't even have anything else to say about it. Other than that, this chorus is amazing. And the lyrics make absolutely no sense. But it's poetic, and I like that. And I like multi-tracked vocals. Again, the Zayn duet is just alright. I won't seek it out over the original. Next. Honestly, my journey with this song has been kind of weird. I said it was an amazing song, and then I said it was kind of meh, and then I said the lyrics weren't good, and then I said it felt like a warm blanket, and now I'm just kind of... It's a good song. I don't know if it's best list material or not, well, considering the lack of good songs I have to talk about this year, and also the lack of bad songs I have to talk about, this has a shot at my list, in case anyone was wondering, but it's not a shoe-in. But this is still quite a nice song. I just wish Camila Cabello could get another solo hit. Next. Okay, this is a song that honestly I'm kind of sick of this at this point. It's still great though. I still like this song a lot, but Somebody pointed out that Lizzo is bitter at her ex and then also still with a new guy, and I don't know. It's still a great dish track, I guess I would call it. I still love the production. I love Lizzo's personality. Everything is great on this song, and quite honestly, I can't really complain here. Nothing wrong with the song, I've just gotten a little tired of it after hearing it. Speaking of songs that have been overplayed. Okay, now that this is kind of out of the top 20, not really, because I'm sure it will be back. And actually it's at 21 and not 22. I don't know why I wrote that down wrong, but Old Town Road is a song that I can now just appreciate for the simple novelty it is. A nice fusion of country and trap, which has some decent production, a nice part from Billy Ray Cyrus. Lil Nas is decent on the song, and it's pretty decent. I like this song a lot. It's a good song, but God, I was tired of hearing it for the longest time. Like, also I keep hearing him say, I'm gonna take my horse to the hotel room. That rubs me the wrong way. Billy Ray's part is still the best part of the song. Next. Okay, this song is really good. I like it, but it's also a best list contender. This one actually grew on me a good bit. Not like this month in particular, but just over the year, it slowly grew on me. At first I was like, what? This is the Billie Eilish song that's popular? And then I was like, hey, I kind of see why now. The Justin Bieber remix is not just okay, it sucks, and I keep hearing that version on the radio instead of this version, and I'm not okay with that, America. Even more happy that Selena Gomez got a #1 hit, even if I'm not too keen on the song. Speaking of good rap songs that I said were better than that Juice WRLD trash. Okay, Travis Scott, you delivered. So honestly, this one, when I first heard it, I was like, what is this? It just didn't really do anything for me. This is a song that I was kind of underwhelmed with at first. It debuted at #1, which really surprised me. But I do really like the vibe of the song. To me, this kind of fits the same level of vibe music that a lot of Post Malone's songs do. I really like the looping guitar line here. And, again, Travis has got that nice kind of thing. Honestly, I'm starting to think Travis Scott and Post Malone are sounding more and more similar. Is that weird of me to say? And they both sound like Drake. Also, Travis Scott was on that Post Malone song, Take What You Want with Ozzy Osbourne, and please stream Take What You Want, and stream Nice to Meet You while you're here. I dare you. This is a good song, though. I dig it. Okay, moving on to the great tier. Only 2 songs this time. We lost our old reliable Sunflower, but thankfully Lizzo delivered this week, and I have nothing else to say. I was rooting for this song, and now that it's here, it doesn't surprise me at all, riding off the success of True Hurts. It's just funny that all her songs that are getting big are ones from like 3 years ago, but it's still a good song. That doesn't really bother me. This song, the only thing with the song is it's a little bit short, and the remix doesn't really fix that. Again, the Ariana Grande remix is just okay. Yes, I'm a fan of Ariana, but I don't know how well she fits on this song. I think this type of song belongs to Lizzo. By the way, did you know Lizzo did a cover of 7 Rings? Yeah, look that up. It's weird. #1. I mean, what else would it be at this point? I've gone on long enough about Post Malone. This song just continued to grow on me. It's just really good. Again, speaking of great vibe energy, I love the acoustic guitar, the vibey nature of it, the bass. Everything about the song just fits really well. Post Malone's actually singing and not rapping on this song, which I think is a good thing, and this song is just a really good vibey song. I like it quite a bit. Now, I definitely see the comparison he was actually making, the whole Fleetwood Mac thing, and I made fun of him for last time. It's definitely not as good as Fleetwood Mac, but we're talking about Fleetwood Mac. I don't think calling something Fleetwood Mac-like is a bad thing. It's still a pretty great thing, and quite honestly, this song is amazing, and I love it. Just end of story. Anyway, anyway, guys, so that was the week. We have a 59 out of 100, which is still solid, but definitely the lowest we've seen in a bit. We turn off the shit tier, I call the... But we did have a lot of good and decent songs to make up for it, so there's that. Also, less great songs. But I digress. Let's go on to the whole Diamond X Studios thing, the whole 3 songs that deserve more attention, and we have, at number 3, for this list, we have The Bones by Maren Mars, off Girl. Funny thing about this little country pop song, this little slice of pleasantness. You ever have songs that you're just like, it's just pleasant to listen to? This is a perfect example of that. I actually heard this ages ago, and it just only recently hit the Hot 100, which is just funny that I remember hearing this ages ago on Spotify and actually really liking the song. And I still dig this a lot. It's not super country, it's not super pop, it fits in a nice little niche, and again, more than anything, it's just pleasant to listen to. I like it. Next. Can Camila Cabello get another bona fide solo smash, please? I was rooting for Shameless at first, but the more I listen to Liar, the more I like it. This song certainly grows on me. I love the horns, and at the beginning, and the horn melody honestly sounds like the Gerudo Valley theme from Ocarina of Time. Weird. But, I like Camila's carefree nature on this song. She's really playing into her Latin side here. Again, I like the horns, the organic instrumentation, and at the end we have the sax, and honestly, it's a pretty good song. I like her delivery on it, and this is a good song. But it also kind of sounds like an Ace of Base song. And Ace of Base is one of my all-time guilty pleasures of music, so I'm not complaining about that either. Number 1. Well, this is a weird song that took a while to grow on me. I started hearing it on Spotify, and then it actually hit the Hot 100. Apparently it was a smash hit across the globe before it came here, and apparently Tones and I is one person. Apparently this is an actual singer singing, and not a robot. And interesting vocal tone aside, I really dig this. It's a weird song, and it's actually might be a bona fide smash. It's been surging up the charts, and I'm okay with that, to be honest. I like the cutesy and yet slightly angry vocal tones in this, and it's well written, and it's a good, well-produced pop song, and there's nothing else to say about it, but I love the bass on the chorus. This is a good song. I dig it. And anyway, that was our week, and honestly, certainly a lot to talk about, and okay, fine, I'll talk about Nice to Meet You some more, because y'all are probably asking, what the hell is Nice to Meet You? It's at 92. This is a song by Niall Horan, formerly of One Direction fame, and this song is amazing, and please stream it. It's a bona fide rock song in the Hot 100. It's got a nice piano line. It's got some really well polished guitars. Honestly, this kind of reminds me of something Noel Gallagher would make, and that's definitely not a bad thing if you know me. So, this is a song that I dig. Noel Gallagher minus the douchiness, by the way. I like that. This is probably one of my favorite songs right now, in general. And I never knew this was gonna come from the Slow Hands guy. I mean, gosh. Why is he still promoting Lewis Capaldi again? Stream Nice to Meet Ya. Just do it. I dare you. And fine, you're gonna insist that I tell you to stream this again. Because yes. This song lost 9 spots. It's down to 59. I'm honestly surprised it's lasted on the charts as long as it has, and it's gonna miss the year-end, sadly, but stream this, it might get to next year. We're talking about next year's hits now. Follow God Catches On. We're talking about one of the first hits of next year, because, again, Billboard charts. November. I'm honestly shocked that this has stayed around for over a month, and I love this song, but as much as I love the dark intensity of this song, I honestly think I might love Nice to Meet You even more. Blasphemy, I know. This is great though. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you will all have a fabulous day, and stay tuned for more videos because I'm going to be releasing my worst hit songs of 2019 pretty soon. So thank you so much for sticking around. Bye!